CMSD system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the sophomore students who investigate crime, and the principal who prosecutes the offenders. These are their stories.
Do we have plans for what's happening next?
Have a good evening, everybody. Be careful. See you tomorrow.
¿Qué está pasando? Oh my gosh!
What? Oh, somebody did that to your car?
You didn't, you didn't want it like this?
No!
Oh my gosh.
I wonder who did it! Oh my god, how are you gonna get it off?
How you gonna do it?
Hope you get it.
That's
Man, their handwriting is not good.
Come on, Sammy.
Oh.
What happened?
Huh.
Lo siento.
Oh my goodness.
Whoever did it, I'm gonna find out.
That's on there pretty good.
It's gonna have consequences, for real. They went too far.
How do you,
And this is not okay.
have
Who
you
did you make mad?
made any
I have
enemies
no
recently?
idea. I don't know, no? Who knows?
At least they're colorful.
Oh my god.
Garcia, I'm so sorry.
This is, I mean, this would have taken a lot of time.
Oh wow.
No.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
Well, yeah. Hey, could have been worse. Could have been a brick.
Guilty. I couldn't have done it. I was on the 4th floor the whole time, making copies of a flyer that I was about to post all over the hallway. I was up there for at least a half hour. I'm a guidance counselor.
Listen, I'm Spicy Senorita. I'm not guilty. I was on the 2nd floor trying to help the new lady that's coming in for recording arts. Couldn't have been me.
I'm not guilty because I was waiting for the delivery driver, and the delivery driver always comes for the fresh produce market. He always takes a while, but unfortunately this day he didn't show up, so then once he didn't show up, I went back to my office.
I didn't do it. I mean, I couldn't have done it. I'm not guilty. I was up on the 4th floor helping Dr. Lee with her clever touch. That's it.
I'm not guilty. I was looking for my books. I was on the 3rd floor. Have you seen my books? I need more graphic novels for Hamlet. I didn't do it.
This is ridiculous. I obviously didn't do it. I don't have time to do it. I don't have time for this interview. I was in my esports room getting ready for a competition. We were having an Overwatch game. I've got 6 laptops to set up just to play the game. Couldn't have been me.
There's no way I could have done it. I was on the 2nd floor waiting for the other math teachers to have a meeting. They didn't show up, but I was just there working on my plans. There's no way I could have done this.
I'm not guilty. I was upstairs on the 4th floor, my room, for my planning time. It was unusually quiet on the 4th floor, though. I'm not
guilty. I was getting water in the second floor bathroom. It took a little longer than I planned. The custodian was cleaning the sinks. But yeah, I was just getting water for my plants.
I didn't do it. Ay, caramba, ¿cómo puedes pensar que yo hice algo así? I forgot you don't speak Spanish, but I'm so angry right now. During that time, I was teaching my class. That's it.
How could you ask me that? With everything that I have to do, all of my responsibilities, and you would ask me a question like that? Accuse me of that? I would, I'm not going to even dignify that with an answer. I refuse to respond.
Look, I'm innocent. Look at this face. I mean, I can't be found guilty. This hurts. I'm just saying. But I was on the third floor, and I was delivering supplies like I normally do. I go to every classroom. I happened to go by Miss May's room. She's got those bean bags there and that really soft rug. And I just I was a little tired, doing all these supplies. So I went and laid down. And when I woke up, it was time to go home. So I couldn't have been me.
Hey, I didn't do it. Why would I do something like that? I'm not guilty.
I think you're guilty.
I'm not guilty. I wasn't even present. My husband had passed and I was home consoling my family.
I still think you're guilty.
No.
Now, we need to figure out what floor of CHSDA the criminal was located on, and whose DNA was found at the crime scene.
Hey, yo, Detective Ethan.
What's up, Detective Alyssa?
Who you think owned the criminal?
I think it's Mr. Woody, aka Mr. Critic, because we found his DNA straight on the balloon.
Word, I think it's KBJ, aka Byron Johnson, because we found her fingerprints on the balloon also as well. They could be working together.
Facts. Well,
let's get it.
Based on the evidence, I believe that it's Miss Iafani because she's really suspicious to me, and the way that she explained herself just really doesn't add up to me, and her alibi does not add up whatsoever. She claims to be with Dr. Lee, yet Dr. Lee was down on the third floor helping or looking for something to do a lab. So how would she possibly be on the fourth floor with Miss Iafani trying to get her clever touch fixed?
I don't know. I think I agree with you. I think it's Miss Iafani. Miss Iafani claims that she was on the fourth floor helping Dr. Lee with her clever touch, but Dr. Lee alibi says that she was on the third floor looking for science materials for a science project. But how is Miss Iafani helping Dr. Lee with her clever touch if Dr. Lee is not even in the room?
Right.
The crystal love birds share the same bird brain. Me personally, I believe it's either Darn Ripple or Miss B. The reason I believe this is because their alibis about the copy machine just don't match up. One says they was copying something, the other say it was jail. It just don't make sense.
I believe it was Byron Johnson. She said she couldn't connect to her Zoom meeting, but what did she do after that? She was also very aggressive during her investigation.
I refuse to respond.
I've been doing this for years, and I think that Miss Iafani did the crime because she claims that she was on the floor helping Dr. Lee, but Dr. Lee wasn't even in the building.
Like you said, Dr. Lee, she wasn't in the building, and Miss Iafani said that she was helping Dr. Lee, but also on Dr. Lee's paper, she said that she was also helping Miss Anton. So how are you helping Miss Anton if you're not in the building?
But for Miss Antoni's common saying, she said, "Masa valetade que nunca," and that means building can never. She's couple ever.
You both make really good points, but I agree with Savannah. It's definitely Profe because the writing on the car was in Spanish. And Profe seemed to be very angry when she was getting questioned as she was speaking in Spanish before she was speaking in English. That's clearly guilty.
So, y'all don't know why I gathered you here. We need to figure out who threw this balloon. Personally, I think it's KPJ. She was using all of her power against that interviewer, dodging those questions. That's kind of annoying, to be honest. What do you think?
Nah, gotta be Miss Rice. You see how excited she was that car was vandalized? Nah. And then she was on the second floor and she's saying, it was a substitute that didn't come. Nah, man. She just had to go vandalize the car.
No, that's real, but I think it's Giovanni. She said she was upstairs with Dr. Lee on the 4th floor helping her with her clever touch. Dr. Lee said she was on the 3rd floor. So what was she really doing on the 4th floor?
I think that it's either Dr. Lee or Giovanni. Dr. Lee said she was Dr. Lee said she was an Anton. Giovanni said she was helping Dr. Lee with her clever touch, but Dr. Lee's alibi doesn't add up because in the interview, she said that she was out of school due to the passing of her husband. Something doesn't add up.
It might be Giovanni, but did you think about Profe? All the Spanish stuff on the card just always points to her.
See, it might be Profe, but you also have to think that we had another Spanish teacher prior to this, which is why I believe that it was Señorita Rice, because she was the person who came outside and was talking about how pretty the colors on the car was, and then on top of that, she might have used the Spanish words to frame Profe, considering she is now the only Spanish teacher because Profe took her job.
All right.
Hey, Ace Wolfie.
Fuzz Buns, I believe that Mr. Woody was framed. His fingerprints were found on the balloon.
Yes.
But I think he filled it up, gave it to one of his peers, and one of his peers went to the 4th floor and vandalized Garcia's car.
Really? What I read from the suspect file, Giovanni was helping, and she was on the 4th floor, she was helping Miss Dr. Lee. But Dr. Lee was on the 3rd floor, and she never mentioned Giovanni helping her.
That's kind of suspicious of Miss Giovanni.
Funny, isn't
If
it?
Dr. Lee didn't mention Miss Giovanni helping her, that can only mean one thing.
I think it's you, Giovanni. Don't lie to me. I'm coming after you.
It's Mr. Woody. Wait, Giovanni. Miss Giovanni, you're guilty. We all know it.
Come on, y'all. We all know who did it. It was Dr. Lee. Her story don't even match up with her alibi.
It gotta be Miss Fox. She's always changing her story.
It's Miss B. She lied and she knew that there were multiple things going on her floor.
Bro, it's clearly Miss Brewer, because when being interrogated, she kept on blinking. That shows a sign of guilt.
She's always lying about the location she was at.
Anyways, I suspect Ms. Byron Johnson because she did not have a story to back herself up, which I think is very suspicious.
Yeah, and she didn't try to talk at all or show any signs of cooperation. Please.
She guilty.
So based off the evidence we've gotten, I think it's either Profe or Dr. Lee due to the fact that, she said she was teaching a class, but the crime happened during winter break, so that couldn't have been possible. But in her profile, she said she was stealing candy from Miss Brewer, which is, probably a lie. Why would she come up with two alibis at the same time?
In my personal opinion, I agree that it's Miss Anselmi because in her interview, she claims she was teaching class, but like you said, it was winter break, so she couldn't have been teaching a class. And in her mugshot profile, it claims she was trying to break into Miss Brewer's classroom for sweets, but Miss Anselmi doesn't even like sweets, and she couldn't be in two places at once. Not to mention the words hola, vieja, and other Spanish words were written on the car with the rest of the vandalization. And the only two Spanish teachers in the school are Miss Rice and Miss Anselmi, so it has to be one of them.
Based off the current information that we had, I believe it's Mr. Woody or Miss Y because they were the only people who was after school or lost track of time and ended up after school. And we needed a lot of time, like a very, very much amount of time to vandalize the car.
I agree about Miss Y. Mr. Woody? Mr. Woody? Personally, I think that it's either Miss Rice or Miss Y. Miss Rice because of the fact that she has a lot of artistic capabilities, and then also because of the fact that, of course, she knows Spanish. I also feel like in the Simple Paint, she had proven to be really skillful at her art. I mean, look at the butterfly she made. And she did mention that it was quite colorful. And then when it comes to Miss Y, she was definitely trying to seem sweet and innocent with the, oh, look at me, I couldn't hurt a fly. It was clear that she was trying to get the investigators off her case.
See, no. See, because once again, I agree with these two because in the video and stuff, she had like two different alibis. That does not make sense. Like, why would you have two different alibis? Alright?
Seriously.
I don't know about that. It could be Miss Santana or Miss Byron Nilsson because Miss Byron Nilsson has enough power not to not get in trouble because she's the principal, so she controls everything on the school basically. So even if she did like do it, now people wouldn't say that because they could get fired or they could get in trouble for saying anything.
Okay.
Detective Drake?
Detective Deaver.
Well, if you ask me, I think it's that Miss Byron Johnson fella. She was so aggressive when we questioned her.
I agree. And did you also hear that her fingerprints were found on the balloon that was thrown at the car?
I wouldn't be surprised. Her body language matches the tone of someone who would have done such a thing.
She seemed very guilty. And even if it wasn't her, she definitely took some part in that crime.
With all the evidence we've gathered up together, I think it's about time we catch her.
Yeah, come on.
Good morning, my name is Craig, it's springtime, and this is your Dragon News. We turn now to Miss Fox's room to an exclusive, and I mean exclusive, interview.
Honestly, thank God I've finally been cleared. It's so nice to know I'm not a suspect anymore. And really, we've been able to clear a lot of people, which is great. We were able to clear Clem, McLaughlin, Lee, Anselmi, Mr. Manueli, Rice and Santana didn't do it. So it's been nice to be able to clear so many of those suspects. The student detectives have been doing a really great job. They use right triangle trigonometry to figure out that one of the suspects was on the 4th floor. And then they used DNA to figure out there was somebody else involved who just wasn't on the 4th floor.
Hello, y'all. Decided to go live with this. So, there's a lot of misinformation going on about me right now. One, I'm not 5'9", I'm 6 foot. Two, I'm born on June 15th, not September 30th, so I don't understand any of that stuff, but I did it. I'm guilty. For all those that believe in me, but I'm not the main one behind this. But if I'm gonna go down, a few other people are gonna go down with me. Savannah, Brittany, Chelsea, and Xaviana were all accessors in these crimes. But That don't get the main person, the queen bee. This person caught me selling donated Dunkin' Donuts on the side so I could pay for my traffic tickets. And ever since then, they've just had this on me, so they had me carry out their dirty work. But you know what? I ain't going out like this. I'm about to text this person right now so y'all can see who the real culprit is.
What's going on?
Well, we gotta talk. I can't take this. I can't take the hit for this.
What do you mean? That was all. That's what it was supposed to be all along.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, I'm the one that's being guilty for this offense. Your hand isn't even on this.
That was the point. What? People are gonna think that it's me? The first year, innocent, little Miss Beckwith? Absolutely not. And who's gonna believe you anyway?
Wow. Really? Just because you caught me trying to sell some Dunkin' Donuts on the side with kids, I gotta take a hit for this nonsense?
It's not my problem.
But what about Miss Garcia?
What about Miss Garcia? As if she deserved the award?
Oh, wow.
You and I both know that award had my name all over it.
You really are the queen bee. You're a killer bee is what you are. But you know what? We good.
Okay. Pin it on me. Come to find out, I have people in every corner of this school. I know freshmen, I know seniors, I know the entire sophomore class. And the juniors, they all know me, so go ahead, Woody. Give it your best shot because I'm always one step ahead.
Well, I think in this one, I might be one step ahead of you.
Oh yeah? How you figure?
What am I? What am I in this building?
Well, I know what you think you are. I know you think you run it.
I might not run it, but I run film. And this is all on camera. Action! What do you got to say now?
I plead the fifth.
Hola.
Damn. No!